I like the view.
You do?
Yes.
You're my best view.
See, it's not. So, you want some more Big Ed, don't you? I know you do. I know you want that sweet, sweet
Big Ed.
In my first 90 Day Fiancé video with Big Ed and Rose, y'all liked it. Y'all gave it some likes. I decided to do a part 2 of 90 Day Fiancé and reacted to Ash, the relationship coach, and his seminar. I think maybe what you really wanted was a little more Biggie Big Boy. A little boy. That boy, that Eddie boy. He likes to do some mukbangs. He likes to really soup up all of that attention that he's getting now. If you follow his Instagram, he loves meeting people on the street, reenacting scenes with young women. To this day, I still get requests to do more Big Ed and Rose. So, hey, I like doing it. You like watching it. Why don't we react to 90 Day Fiancé, Big Ed and Rosemary? Here we go.
I want to swim in the pool. I don't really like swimming in the ocean. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
Less sand. I'm all sandy. This is our second day in Palawan, and after I confronted her about her sister, I feel 100% sure that Rose had nothing to do with her sister wanting money from me.
You know, before I go on, I just want to say, like, if I was in Ed's situation, I would probably have some hesitance in that way too. If Rose's sister was asking me for money and being really awkward about it, I would feel a little bit like, oh, something's going on here. So I do understand certain fears and hesitances that he had. It's just that he acts on them so badly, like Bud D. It's almost as though he doesn't have many friends or relationships, so he doesn't really know how to go about talking to people about things. So he hides them and kind of brings them up really late and brings them up in unusual, awkward times. This is the stuff that people that are socially inept do. Usually younger people, people that are less experienced in relationships. Ed, I think he said it, he hasn't been in a relationship in years, so I guess he just literally does not know how to confront people. Yeah, anyway, let's continue.
I can't forgive him because I love him and I want to enjoy our vacation.
So just to set the record straight, I do believe when Rose says these things, I do believe she feels this way. And also, first of all, in my last Big Ed video, the comments, some of them are outstanding. And I think I do remember somebody that was Filipino mention how culture works and what love means in Filipino culture as opposed to American culture. And the way Rose says I love Ed may be a little bit different than the way Americans say that. I do believe everything that Rose said is authentic. I don't believe she's a liar. She seems to be a very confident person. It doesn't seem like she feels the need to lie. Now on the other side, Ed is not a very confident person. He needs a lot of validation for his insecurities, and that is why he lies a lot to Rose, and he brings up things at the wrong time. Anyway, moving on.
Rose and I are in a really good place right now. I'm falling more and more in love with her. But there's something that I'm afraid to tell Rose that I should have told her a long time ago. I don't want more kids, but she does. I didn't tell her sooner because I didn't want to lose her.
I like the view.
You do?
Yes.
You're my best view.
See, it's not the world famous line that will be forever etched into American reality TV. I just want to go back to Ed's face when he says it. Looking to be so authentic. It's magical, honestly.
You're my best view.
It's almost like I think he wanted to be like a Cary Grant. He wanted to be like a, you know, Anthony Peck or whatever, Gregory Peck. He wanted to really show how romantic he could be in that line right there. You're my best view. I don't need to look at that view. All I need is you. My back is to the view. That's how much I don't care about the view. Then Rose, she didn't want to have to respond to that cheesy, contrived line. She didn't want to have to be negative and say, stop bullshitting me, buddy. And so the only thing that could come out is a meh. Oh man, magical. It's a magical moment in TV history. And we're experiencing it in 2020, guys. I don't know what else more you want from 2020. It's not the worst year. I mean, yeah, there's horrible things that are happening, but when there's TV like this, it really could calm us down and kind of take the load off.
I mean
You're
it.
so sweet.
Hey, so I gotta talk to you about something.
Huh?
I need to talk to you.
What?
So last night, remember, you were talking about you wanted more kids. And I want to be honest with you and tell you that I've raised a daughter. You know, she's 29, and it was a wonderful experience.
Already, if you saw her rolling her eyes, I think she already knows what's coming, and now she's just waiting for it.
But having more kids is not something that I want. In fact, before I came to see you in the Philippines, I had scheduled 2 appointments to have an operation. It's called a vasectomy.
What? I do not understand.
There's an operation in here where it's a snip. It prevents me from getting you pregnant.
Why you not tell me last night?
I didn't know how.
I want 2 kids because that's my dream. I tell you before, right? I tell you I want 2 kids, but why you not answer me like this? I feel very sad. And I think I give you a time for thinking about this.
I don't need time.
I mean, it's obvious that Ed fucked up purposely. I mean, this was no accident for him. But I can at least say one positive thing about him here is that at least in this interaction, he's being direct. He's not going, oh, okay, let me think about it, and then just trying to buy some more time and just trying to like lead Rose down the wrong path even further. He really made sure that this moment was the moment that he wanted to let her know. As wrong as it may be to do what he's doing, at least he's doing it right now.
Rose, I'm telling you now, I don't want more kids. I want to be able to give you the best life I can with what I have. I'm not rich. I work.
That face right there, so sad, because what she's feeling right now is, I believe, sadness about the fact that she knows that this relationship has to end. 2, disappointment, right? Anger. I think that's about it. I genuinely do believe that she cares about Ed, and I think that's where her disappointment and sadness is. But she's also angry because of how he continuously does this to her, disrespects her. in this way and leading her down this path of a relationship when she could be spending time with her kid right now?
Very hard for my money.
I know.
I only have enough love. I only have enough money for you and for Prince. Do you still love me?
The fact that that's his question. What Ed needs is validation. It's obvious that the fact that he hasn't had a relationship in so long, he's so needy for somebody to tell him that he's good, that he's a good boy, that he's lovable, that he's worthwhile, that he's attractive. The first question he asks is, do you still love me? Not, I'm sorry for telling you this. Not, what do you want to do? Not, maybe can we figure this out somehow? How could I help you figure this out? Is there any solution that we could compromise on? It's, do you still love me? Like, why? What does that even have to do with the conversation here?
I don't know how to feel right now. My mind is like trouble, so I want time for thinking about this.
Okay.
And again, Rose is just doing it in such a mature way. She has the maturity and the relationship skills of somebody who's a lot older and who has been in many relationships, even though she's much younger than Ed. Instead of lashing out at him, jumping at him, being super angry, instead of figuring out something right now, she wants to actually take the time and think about it, decide what are the options here? What do I really want? He's giving me an ultimatum right here, right? Yeah, so let me take some time and figure it out. Let me take some time to decide, am I wrong? You know, maybe she's considering, did I do something wrong here? Is he in the wrong? And she has to figure that out. I believe that's a mature thing to do. And why is she doing it alone? It's because Ed could potentially be tainting her rationale. Again, I believe it's the smart move for what she's doing.
He not tell me. He not want more babies before he come here. I need time for thinking of what he said and if I have a future with him.
Coming into this vacation, I thought she wants to marry me, you know. So it was really more about me trying to figure out for myself, was Rose the one that I wanted? But now it's kind of, you know, now it's a 180. Now it's Rose really sorting out for herself whether or not she wants to be with me.
I believe that Big Ed is constantly questioning Rose loves him, and that's why obviously he asked that question, do you still love me? When he first met her, he said, am I okay? How do I look? Am I what you expected? Am I too short? Whatever. He's constantly trying to see if he is valuable in Rose's eyes. So, you know, I disagree with him on that point, but it's also true. He came here thinking that he could basically buy an attractive young woman in a very poor area of the world and take her to America and basically buy love. I think he was under that impression, and he went there to, like he said, make sure that she didn't have STDs, make sure that she wasn't trying to scam him based on that interaction with her sister.
I was worried about you. Where were you this morning?
I woke up early morning and I want to think of what you said yesterday. I want to be alone and have space for things. So I think for now I not feel good.
Okay, not feel good about having kids.
Yeah.
You want kids.
Yeah, I want kid because that's my dream. I feel irritated. I feel disappointed, you know, because I told Ed so many times I want baby. Why you not tell me the truth? You not want a baby? Why?
What do you mean?
Why you not?
When somebody knows that they fucked up and they're being confronted with their bullshit lies and they don't have an immediate good response, they try to buy time by acting confused about what the person said.
Not tell me first before you come here. Why?
The answer is obvious, and he's trying to find a better...
4 years old. I don't want more kids.
Why you not tell me the truth?
That wasn't the question.
Why you not telling me first on chatting? Why you tell me right now? Or yesterday? Why you not
That face! He's just at a loss for words. He doesn't know what to do. He knows the answer is the worst answer in the world. He knows the answer is, I lied to you purposely, so hopefully you would change your mind after we met. I would sweep you in this romantic love experience, me coming to save you as the king, and you're my queen, and hopefully then you would forget about the idea of having another kid. That's the answer. That's not a good answer, and that's why he's not responding yet.
tell you before you come here?
I should have been more truthful. I apologize. I should have said, look, I don't want more kids, but I wanted to get to know you. I wanted you to get to know me, to make sure that we are compatible. I wanted you to see who I am.
I know who you are. I think. You first lied to me about height, right? And then you want to give me STD test, right? And about mouthwash, and why you tell me? I know I have a sick and I have an ulcer. So I'm disappointed because you always...
I mean, we haven't seen that scene, but this was the scene where Big Ed gives mouthwash and I think like toothbrush or whatever to Rose and saying you have bad breath. And he told her that, you know, on camera.
Me. Yeah. And about to my sister, I think you think me like my sister, same. You think I want your money, not you. You give me feel a little bit person. I think you not love me. I'm done.
100%. And Rose ended it perfectly. You do not love me. I'm done. What does that mean? Big Ed didn't go there because he loved Rose. Big Ed went there to find somebody to love him. Two different things. And if you are looking to get into a relationship, the last thing I want you to do is look for somebody to love you. You need to love yourself. Don't worry about somebody loving you. That should be the residual effect of being in a relationship. Your first, number one focus should be loving that person. And as long as you're doing your job, you should be getting loved in return. You should not be expecting it. You should not be hoping for it. And if you find that that person doesn't love you, then you could move on. But it should only be a residual effect. You just care about your love for that person, and that should be the thing that will bring you that endless joy and contentment. When you love yourself, you don't need to find somebody that loves you. That, in other words, that does not need to be your main focus as it is for Ed. Ed was basically treating Rose like a doll, like a Barbie doll. Just somebody that I could bring back, I could show to all my friends, I could feel good about the fact that I'm with somebody that I believe is beautiful. And I want her legs to be shaved because that's what I want. I want her breath to smell good because that's what I want. And I want her to care for me. I want her to love me. And in return, I will give her things. I will take care of her. Hopefully, the new relationship that Big Ed is in, he learned from his past. He learned from this relationship, and his focus is only to love that person and how he could find different ways to show love to that person and to give love to that person. That is the way that I have found you could have the best relationship, the most healthy relationships. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be looking for somebody that loves you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be happy and feel good when somebody does love you. Of course, that's great. But that should not be your focus. Your focus is how much you love that person and how much love you can give to that person. Rose is a very astute individual. She's emotionally mature. Obviously, you could see there's a lot of pain in her eyes, but at the same time, she was able to compose herself really well. While you saw Ed in that interaction right there was kind of blustering, flustering. I don't know if that's the right word. Basically, he was not able to compose himself. He was at a loss for words, and he was trying to save face when, again, what did he do? He led Rose down a path under certain assumptions in hopes that he could change her mind because of the commitment that she's made. Basically, using a sales technique. Oh, she's committed this time with me, she's committed this time with me, she's committed to meeting me, she's committed to showing me around Philippines. Hopefully all of that commitment will replace the needs that she has in a relationship. I want to have kids, I want to be respected, I don't want to be lied to. Normal things. He was hoping that she would see past all of the lies, the disrespect. That's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, I do videos like this often. If you want another Big Ed video or another 90-Day Fiancé video, simply hit like. If you get 10,000 likes, I'll do another one. Also, I'd love for you to join my Discord. It's basically a chat room where all my subscribers get together, meet each other. It's a really wholesome, welcoming, loving place. I don't think you could expect anything other than that from me and my channel. That's all I want to promote. 2 people even recently got into a relationship just being on the Discord. Not that I want you looking to get into a relationship with somebody, but it is a beautiful thing that it happened. I am hoping that you find some friends, make some friendships, build some strong bonds in there. Join the Discord. It's the first link below. That's it, everybody. Only thing else to do is watch another video right now.